Good morning class, my name is Praveen
and my name is Budwin,
We are from class CK2101N
and we'll be presenting our PPD project with this topic which is known as Does Gaming Do More Harm Than Good? Gaming can do either good or harm. It just depends on the motive and perspective of others. Let us start with the positive side of gaming. According to our first article, millions of people around the world tune in to tech-filled diversions to stay in touch with your family members, such as Netflix party film viewing, Zoom chats, and video games.
In this world, gamers are not isolated as online gaming helps players to communicate and make friends in other countries. There is a community of gamers on the other side of the screen. Many people in this world use gaming to help keep them interacted with one another, build friendship and stay connected.
There is the Outer Space Saboteur mobile game Among Us, which 100 million people have downloaded, and Jackbox games that mix video chatting and elements of classics such as Pictionary, and they have acted as stand-ins for in-person happy hours.
According to this article, Mark Griffiths, a professor of Nottingham Trent University, published a study that showed a quarter of 11,000 players of the online role-playing game EverQuest said that their favorite part of the game was connecting with other players, concluding that the online game environment was highly social and interactive. Twitch, a live streaming app where people watch other people play games in live webcasts. Chatting in real time with the streamer and other viewers clocked 5 billion hours of viewed content in the second quarter of 2020 alone. The engagement is an 83% increase from last year, which is a new record.
Online gaming can also lead to romantic lives, as gamers can meet another gamer online and will try to meet outside of the virtual world, but that can also lead to scams. But let's not focus on that.
However, gaming can do harm as well too. According to our second article, gaming can be a waste of money because games nowadays such as Genshin Impact, Call of Duty Mobile, and Fortnite includes loot boxes or packs which can be bought online in exchange of money. These boxes or packs can have rare items or stuff that can help power up a character or make it look attractive. Due to this, gamers tend to forget their real life and overspend. They also even use their parents' money for this.
In this article, Jasmine Chu, a Singaporean young gamer that spoke to CNA Insider, tells about how he racked about 20,000 on his parents' mobile phone bills, mostly from buying loot boxes. Indeed, he won at first. That $200 value became $1,800 so that he could trade for game items. The one item that he really wanted, however, cost $2,000. Then he came up with a plan to reach that target. Instead of betting everything on one roll of the dice, he traded for 4 items of smaller value in order to bet one by one. The addiction got so bad, he even once stole money to help pay his bills. He then eventually stopped and sold off 3 of his game accounts for about $100 each, which was less than 5% of the actual total he spent for gaming. Thus, this shows that gamers are wasting their money on games, since there is no way of them knowing if they will get the items they want.
Also in this article, Yo Hui Teng, a social worker with Fei Yo Community Services, mentioned that game makers incorporate concepts from the gambling world to make their games addictive. They condition gamers the same way that a jackpot machine prize evokes a sense of excitement. Then there is peer pressure, cited by several gamers when playing with friends to try to obtain a certain skin for one's character to fit in with how everyone else looks. That's when one might turn to the third-party websites that entice gamers to trade in skin, wager them on esports or gamble them on casino-type games. Because players draw their earnings as virtual games items rather than cash at many of these websites, they fall in a grey area not covered by anti-gambling laws. Which points out gamers have been misled to other third-party websites that allows them to buy items on their website, not knowing whether the site has pirates.
Before we move on to our personal opinions, I will now show you a short video that summarizes the pros and cons of gaming.
Video games are great for entertainment. But we have to ask, what is its impact on society and our health? Today, the global video game market is valued at over $93 billion. In 2012, commercial video games brought $6.2 billion to the U.S. GDP alone, and an estimated $23.5 billion in 2015. The video game industry also brings plenty of employment. Roughly 146,000 people are employed either directly or indirectly thanks to video games. Employment at gaming companies grew more than 13 times the growth of the U.S. labor market. Employees in the gaming biz earn an average of $94,000 a year, whereas the average American family earns around $53,000 a year. The top 5 states for gaming employment are Massachusetts, New York, Washington, Texas, and California as number 1. But what about its effect on people's health? Like most things in life, too much of anything can be a bad thing. Severe gaming addiction has been known to cause teens and children to lose focus in school. Other issues of gaming have been correlated with sleep deprivation, obesity, and rare seizures. But it's not all bad. Studies show that the average gamer has improved vision, attention, and motor skills. The constant challenges in games allow for better strategizing, a boost in memory, improved hand-eye coordination, and, best of all, reduced stress. In summary, although there are certainly negative side effects with video games, there are still several benefits for the people who play them and our society as a whole.
For me personally, I would say gaming does more harm than good, as youths tend to get more aggressive while playing on competitions and while handling peer pressure. They must learn how to maintain a healthy gaming lifestyle so that it won't affect their physical and mental health.
My opinion is online gaming is harmful because it makes us forget to do the most important things.
My opinion is that online gaming can cause harm and depression by cyberbullying, even a threat for people to make the victim to give them loot boxes or making people miserable in life.
I think that gaming can be both positive and negative. Positive can be a way that if a player open a loot package or a loot boxes and they get something they want, it's like an achievement to them. Another thing is, in a negative way, it can be a waste of money because opening loot boxes or packages doesn't mean that they get the item they want, or they can get the item that they already have. So the gamer will tend to spend more money until they get the item that they want.
I would say it does more harm, as nowadays students tend to compete themselves with others rather than taking it as an opportunity to bond with others. This makes them spending more time practicing and upgrading their game using money.